just an illusion.
All right, man, we back. We are back. I got audio. I ain't got no video up though. I knew that. All right. Dipped in frame rate a little bit. We'll see. Okay, it's back up. Yeah, there we go. Ha ha! Let's go. You know what I mean? Bring the boot out.
Yeah. We back.
Yes, sir.
Hey. What we was talking about?
Huh?
So what we was talking about?
We
Coaching shit.
yeah, we was kind of wrapping up the March Madness situation anyway. You know what I'm saying? We kind of lost a little bit of our luster there. We do got a guest tonight. I wanted to get into the NBA and NFL stuff, but let me see if my guest is ready. Hold on. He talking about send a link.
Boom.
Yeah, so yeah, but NBA talk, man. We get how you feeling about this playoff run that we got coming up, man?
Don't like it, bro.
Don't like it at all, man. We in a terrible spot.
Bro, that's what happened when you blow a lot of 20-point leads. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's a fact.
and on top of that, our second best scorer is out for the whole playoffs. In Monk,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? In Monk, and then lost Herder early in the season. So I I don't see us even. I hope I'm wrong, man, but I don't even see us getting out the play in, man.
My thing is like, what do we do? Like, we got the right we got good pieces at every phase of the game. You know, we got the scoring, we got defense, the consistency. I guess because it's a younger team, I guess that comes with over time. But like, it's a window here, man. We in a window.
I don't know because I'm looking at it right now, and we the eighth seed.
Yeah.
And got Phoenix, us, Lakers, then Golden State. Now, if we was to play the Lakers, I have confidence, but Phoenix or Golden State, man, win one game to get in versus them, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, especially Steph been playing like a madman. So let me give him access to the chat. Steph been playing like a madman. So it's only like that's probably like you're right. That's probably the one you want to avoid. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't even really see it as a factor, and getting in here. So I'm not really like excited for us, but I am excited for the actual play-in, because my hot take was the play-in was going to be more alive than the actual playoffs. I think we're going to get chalk in the championship.
I don't know. Like we had so much potential. The crazy part is we beat the good teams,
That's a fact.
lose to the sorry ass teams, man. Like it's just crazy.
I don't even see this bull.
I don't know how many games we got left because still we're still in contention for the sixth seed, but got 3 games left. New Orleans, we're gonna lose because we haven't beat them all season. Phoenix and Portland
What
might
you,
go 1-2. Like,
what you think about that New Orleans team? Like, you think they going? Do you think they can make some noise?
I feel like they can make some noise, but I don't know, man, because they be just like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They beat good teams and then they lose to sorry ass teams. I don't know, man. But as far as like versatility, youth, athleticism,
Mhm.
defense, they got that. So I don't know. Like, once you get in the playoffs, man, I don't know. It's a different ball
It's
game.
definitely a different ball game. So let's while I'm trying to get him straight, let's go ahead and move over to the NFL talk. What was your take on NFL for this week?
As far as NFL, man, you know, 2 weeks left to the draft. I'm trying to see, you know what I'm saying, like what my Vikings gonna do. Are we gonna trade up? Are we gonna trade up? Or are we gonna keep our two first, like, you know what I'm saying, take best player available at 11
Yeah,
and then go quarterback at 23. I don't want JJ McCarthy. And I see a lot of reports that we're gonna try to trade up for him. I don't want that guy. If we
you
can't
gonna
get in the top 3 to get Daniels or somebody like that, I don't want JJ.
you gonna wind up in that same Mac Jones thing. Like I don't even understand. I don't even know where this JJ McCarthy hype came from. Like it's every draft is a player they try to push all the way up to the top of the boards. Like you know how like they talk about industry plants and music. Like this dude, like that. I feel like they do that every draft. Like they got some type of money on propping up a guy to get him drafted earlier because
I don't know,
I
man.
don't get it, man. This guy right here is just
He handed the ball off his whole career. Like, how do you see somebody hand the ball off their entire
their
career, right?
whole career.
Our whole career, even in the Natty game, bro, he threw for 140 yards, 0 touchdowns. And you
I
saw that shit, it'd be like, hey, I'm gonna go to his pro day. Oh shit, his pro day throwing on air, no defense. He's elite.
What's the
What the
kid?
fuck?
What's the kid from? Was it Milton too from Tennessee?
Yeah.
They was hyping him up. Just like, hey man, y'all must there watching these college games, man. Now, don't granted, these guys can get in the league and hit a gear and become a better player than they were in college. I just don't see it with
Man.
McCarthy. I think the Cowboys take a quarterback within the first 2 rounds because
No,
I don't think they pay Dak this time around.
no trust in Lance.
That's the thing. I don't know what's going on with the Lance situation.
Cause me and you got into it about Lance.
I thought Lance. I think Lance it can be a good quarterback if given a chance. I just don't think Jerry has that kind of patience. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why they traded for him. It was a weird trade in the first place because Jerry ain't looking to develop nobody. He trying to win now. That's why it worries me about them taking a quarter. I think because he has nothing to do with the draft situation that they will take a quarterback, but I don't think Jerry would like to be in rebuild phase when it comes to that. I just think the reset button needs to happen. You got to get Dak out of there, or he going Kirk Cousins you to all the way to the bank. You know what I'm saying? Same thing Kirk did with the Commanders, killing them year after year for their bread, and then got y'all to pay him, and then got the Falcons to pay him.
Hey,
Crazy.
I'm just glad we got from under that guy, man.
Pause.
So, yeah, no Diddy.
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Yeah. The top team. He said, Porky says he feel like McCarthy is a guy that top teams are propping up for trade value.
but that's the thing. It ain't the teams. It's fucking everybody. It's the media.
Oh, Bowers ain't making it out the top 10. So y'all can forget about that. You gonna have 3 wide receivers and a tight end going to top 10. So, you know what I mean? He not making it out the top 10.
Kirk is top 15, as in statistically getting stats. He'll get you some stats. Not gonna win you no ball games when it matters. You know what I'm saying?
Like I talk shit about Dak because if you look at the stats back it up. But if you watch the games, like I watch the games, them stats come in blowouts.
Exactly.
So
that's the same thing I say about Kirk.
Like so don't bring the rankings and all that stuff into play unless you out here watching those games. Messi, you there? Golly. Messi's like, there that bull go, man. Don't know how to use the quarter, don't know how to use the computer, man.
Scrub, man.
My first time on his Discord.
What's popping though, man?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you Gucci.
I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him?
Nah.
Oh, I can hear him. Oh, what's up with let me see if it's something I need to do. No, I can't do nothing about that. I can hear you though, Messi. Do you you got anything on your thing that says you not? Can y'all hear Messi? in the chat? Say something, Messi.
You say it. Yo.
Yeah, I still can't.
Yeah, he can't. AC can't hear you. They can hear him in the chat. I wonder why you guys can't. Like, hold on. Let me.
I can hear him.
He can hear you. That's crazy. I don't know what to do here in that situation.
Let me see. I mean, I can try.
I don't know.
Yo.
I'm looking down at his shit. Is that a? It show like a Hold on. Say something.
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear him now.
Okay,
All right,
perfect.
cool.
Let me turn him back down a little bit because I turned him up, so he loud. That bull loud. So we got Messi here, man, because Messi been hitting me up, man. Big victory by him recently. You know, he just got a dub. You know what I'm saying? He still stinks.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He stinks anyway, but he hit me up, man. I got to get on the show. You know what I mean? So you here, man? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a step back. Go ahead and let you have the floor. Man, AC ain't gonna interrupt. You go ahead and talk about what you need. Let Messi talk about what Messi got to talk about.
Man, as long as it ain't about no damn customs.
That's the only reason I'm here. Only reason I'm here. Look. All right. Let's start with this, right? You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been getting calls up at the Players Association, man, you know what I'm saying, about the play calling and everything that's going on. So, you know, we figured it was just time to meet with the league. You know what I mean? So, you know, we want to start with just asking the very first question, okay? Can we get the official explanation of why the customs were banned?
You want to take that?
Okay, with the tall glass. Good.
I mean, I can give my explanation. You know, we as the committee, you know what I'm saying, we sat back and analyzed everybody playing, right? You know what I'm saying? And literally everybody was running the same exact shit. Literally. Like, so every game you play, you felt like you was playing against the same person because everybody's running the same exact plays. Hey, I see this guy running this play, it works. I'm gonna put it in my playbook and I'm gonna run it. Like,
Bingo.
you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what I mean? It wasn't no type of authenticity in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody was literally running the exact same thing. So we was like, okay, custom playbooks. Like, okay, what if we just do custom playbooks? Okay, well, even if we do custom playbooks, everybody's gonna run the same exact playbook. Like, you know what I mean? So it ain't really changing nothing. So okay, so let's do team specific. You know, so that way everybody has a different identity geared towards the team you pick, which everybody got an opportunity to, you know what I'm saying? We put that junk out a while in advance. So, okay, you already knew this was coming out. So the beta came out, you know what I'm saying? You got your free hours, blah, blah, blah. You got to look through all the teams, got to look through all the playbooks, you know what plays are in each playbook. So choose your team accordingly. Like, you know what I mean? And if you look at the league, like, it has been successful. You ain't got really nobody really overly spamming no plays, blaming nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their own identity. Everybody's playing differently. So when you play a different person each week, okay, you know, okay, I ain't got to deal with the same plays every week.
Yeah.
Jim?
So I kind of agree with that. My whole thing was like, the game. It's a new game that comes out every single year. Madden comes out every single year. And I still feel like guys play the same way they played in 2016. Like, why'd you buy the new game? You know what I'm saying? Madden already don't do enough to make the game different anyway. Here you want to go, you still running HB Will. You know what I'm saying? Why are we still running that play? You know what I'm saying? Why are we still running PA post shot? You know what I'm saying? Over and over and over. Like, I want to see some originality. And Messi, I know it's hard for you to understand that because you like to mix up and make your own stuff. So it doesn't hit the same for a user like you. For me, I go in and I try to find different stuff that nobody else is running so it can take people by surprise. It don't work like that for everybody. And honestly, I'm a lot better this year with a custom than I am without the custom. You know what I'm saying? But I like when I play in here, without the custom because it makes me think more. You know what I'm saying? I can't help the fact that I throw a bunch of interceptions. That's just what it is. I'm just garbage. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the fact that you have to go through your reads, the fact that you have to really read the defense, it evens the playing field. You know what I'm saying? So it makes the player, because a lot of these guys aren't really good. They're just good at finessing the system.
Messi.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so I played in a bunch of different leagues this year, and I see a lot of guys win because they know how to finesse the game. You know what I'm saying? You take that away from some of these guys, they ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? They trash. So I think it's a better experience for the users as a whole than it is, you know what I mean, with the customs. But you know, you got the floor is yours, brother.
You know, on behalf of the league and the players and everybody at the association, we just appreciate being able to just hear, you know, a well thought out, put together explanation of, you know, why they've been taken out of the league. It's just good to kind of hear, you know, we would have comments in the chat here and there about why they weren't there, but it's good just to kind of hear it all together in one. You know, it does, and we're not saying that you guys don't have any points with that. You guys have valid points, you know, but we're here to present some points, whereas we feel is why we do want or should have customs within the league. So I got three main topics here that I kind of want to present to you guys. You know, I do have some bullet points, but I think the conclusion that we can't.
So before you get into your diatribe here, if we are to take this serious, we need to know who the we is.
See, you know, this you know, I'm here representing my client. You know what I'm saying?
Your client.
As a representative, my clients, should I say, as a representative of the Players Coalition, you know what I mean? This is the number of us collectively.
All right,
you know what I mean?
If you ain't gonna bring the cheese, I can't bring the cheese out for you. We're gonna find out. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But back to
mean, hey, but before you say your points, right? All right, before you say your points, right? Remember one thing, like, okay, so in past Maddens and joint, like, you know what I'm saying, like the same few people will win the Super Bowls over and over and over, right? Now look at this cycle. We've had we haven't had anybody repeat. I don't think. Did we? No, I don't think.
No repeats.
Nobody has repeated. And I think a big part of that is because of the no custom. So go ahead.
Okay.
And this man.
No, that's good to hear. I was going to ask you, is that attributed to customs?
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Okay.
This man Drex were undefeated in one-score games.
I mean, I think that's because he's just thirsty, but that's my opinion.
Go ahead. I mean,
anyway,
you took the shot.
The ball. So, for instance, the ball. What you say?
I said you took your shot. We heard it. Bow bow.
So, for instance, the ball Cooley, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think all of us had respect for Cooley anyway. You know what I mean? But Cooley got his bowl this season. I think that's because Cooley's a good user and a competitor. Like, it's not like we just seeing guys that we just completely don't expect. Well,
Gons, I was about to say Gons just won the Super Bowl. He's
Hold up.
I knew y'all was about to say that.
You know, you brought it up.
Yeah. I respect Gons, though. I think, you know what I'm saying? Gons be killing himself, but he won that Super Bowl the way he has to win a Super Bowl, right? The way you win a Super Bowl is and he played JaVale. You got to be flawless. Am I right? You know what I'm saying? He had to basically be perfect in that Super Bowl to win it. And he was that. He was every bit of that. But other than that, undisputed, you know what I'm saying? He's always been a champion in this league. Drex is a champion before. JaVale's a champion before. Gons is the only real first-time champion. So when we consider that, we're not 100% convinced that we're attributing that to the custom playbook.
JaVale won what?
First season.
3-4 Super Bowls last year?
Three last year.
3.
That was only because I left early. That was it.
No, that was
won 2, but you won 2 straight.
I'm a different ball. I'm different.
Yeah, you're right. You are different because you ain't got no customs.
We getting there. So let me get to this first, right? Because here's what we saying, right? The conclusion of this matter really is that Bums is winning, man. You know what I mean? This is really how we feel. right? We feel that Bums is out here winning, and it ought not to be. You know what I mean? Bums is out here winning. So the first point that I'm going to present is we feel like people are losing interest, and we feel like the play calls is getting stale. All right. So I'm gonna bring up a couple points to y'all. If you need me to elaborate, I can, right? So losing interest in play calls being stale. What I mean by that is a couple things. So we can't really revamp or integrate new plays into the offense, right? So it's not really authentic. So, you know what I'm saying? When I'm playing division games, it's not like I can install a new offense. Granted, I'm not discrediting what y'all are saying. I do hear y'all points, you know what I'm saying, where guys are getting these same plays, this guy, that guy. However, this is the NFL, this is Madden. I mean, this is a copycat league. So kind of to your point, AC, you know what I'm saying? Like I do get it. However, I mean, that is truly what does happen.
Okay,
Copycat
before you
league.
go on, can I say one thing?
Yeah,
All
go
right,
ahead.
you say plays are getting stale. There are 500 plays in each playbook. All right, go. That's all I gotta say. That's all I want to say.
No, you're right. You're right. But you get a guy like my boy Bird, right? Where Bird is down there, he got his Jags. Well, Bird's a run guy, but he's stuck with a pass heavy book. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really allowing him to be the coach that he desires to be.
He chose them.
That's where team selection
That's what team
is a
selection comes into play.
strategic game.
Where did he pick at?
He was picking in the top 15. I think it was like 13, 14. Everybody moved up a couple when Quasi quit.
I mean,
Bird was a bad one to align yourself with. But go ahead.
But we know. But I'm just. I get your point. But that's his team. His team is not. See, he couldn't get him.
I don't know who his team is.
He's a Dolphins fan, but he chose the Jags in that playbook. That's why I said like we put that out well in advance. So just because you chose a team that didn't fit your play, that's on you.
Yeah. So we'll move to the next point, right? So we feel like offenses are being handicapped, but not so much the defenses, right? So where defense, they can sit in a base alignment, you know what I mean, do all these different things, make all these different adjustments to try to stop an offense. But, we feel like there's more limitations that are on the offense, not allowing your offense to kind of really do what you would like for it to do with, playbooks, because we'll get to a couple things like that. But so defenses can sit in the base of the line. Granted, it's not a play call. So when we're looking at the baseline, I understand that that's not a play call. That's just an alignment.
I think baseline shouldn't be allowed, but that's a different topic.
I don't do baseline. So
I mix it up, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I want to hide a coverage, I do mix it up.
But I mean, I would say this.
That's okay to mix it in. But when you get guys that kind of just sit in it.
Pause.
Yeah. Paul. Hey, yo.
You know what I'm saying? But here's the deal. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's kind of got whatever is presented on the offense, and then everybody's got whatever there is for the defense, it's probably not a big deal. You know what I mean? But when you can get guys that can just sit in it, it kind of makes it tough because I know me, for instance, I like to kind of do things to kind of discover, okay, what are we in? You know what I'm saying? Are we in a baseline? Are we not? If we are, then I try to do things to kind of break the baseline and make you come out of it, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, in a sense, it's kind of like mud. You know what I mean? And you taking away from, I just feel like it kind of takes away from who guys are as a Madden player. You know what I'm saying? And guys, we don't want y'all to feel, there's many of us that want the customs, but we support the league, right? Maybe just not this decision. That's okay, but we don't want to lead the league. We still want to engage, be a part, hoping for better days.
I personally think there's more strategy in running a team specific than it is running a custom, because your custom can be developed for whatever team you want to play with. You know what I'm saying? With the team specific, you got to build your team around your playbook. So it encapsulates everything that we love about the franchise: your ability to draft, your ability to build, your ability to play call, your ability to scheme. All of that is encapsulated in how we're running the things over here. Now, I believe there's things around that can be approved for the league to make it better for people who don't agree with the custom thing, but that's a different topic. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
All right, that's all good input. So I'm gonna move on to the next topic, and that kind of comes to what you were just speaking on. Is really with us being coaches. So we come into the league, right? When we come into the league, you're selecting and you're making us create the custom coach. Well, if I'm a custom coach, we feel as though we should be able to design and or build our team because this is a franchise, right?
Right.
I should be able to build that. You know what I'm saying? When I come in, it's not like this. It says, "Hey, this is the Vikings playbook." No, this is Kevin McConnell's playbook. You know what I mean? If I go to Philly, this is Nick Sirianni's playbook. You know what I mean? This is not Mes Miyagi's playbook. This is not Drex's playbook. You know, whoever else, whatever team it is. So that playbook is more so designed and specific to that coach. So we kind of question, what is the point really of making custom coaches, right? I understand the flip side of that is you just kind of come in and then you take a team where they already have a coach. For instance, somebody takes the Chiefs and Andy Reid's got all these points, you got all these abilities, but I mean that would kind of come with it, right? That would kind of come with it as just with the team that you would select.
So you're saying if we have to go team specific, you should be allowed to have a regular coach.
I'm not trying to say that. I'm actually arguing the opposite. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have the coach, I shouldn't. We're thinking we shouldn't have to keep that playbook either. This is specific to that coach. I'm not that coach. I don't run with that coach. What that coach runs. For instance, that was my point really why I was bringing up Bird. You know what I mean? When I bring up Bird, I'm saying, okay, Bird is going down there now. He's got to be Doug Peterson in this pass happy playbook when he really wants to run the ball. But it's a custom coach. I mean, I think that's all part of the franchise and what we kind of consider. Give you another point. So another thing about that, right? So once I kind of come in and I start to kind of alter that scheme to what I want it to be, it hurts my overall team fit as well, right? So even though I come in and I want to pass, if I have a run heavy book and I start switching my scheme over to pass, I don't have a lot of pass plays. My overall for my team goes down, right? Because it doesn't fit what the build of this team is. I still have to kind of build this team based on that book, not based on the type of Madden player that I am. So again, that's kind of going. Go ahead.
That goes back into team selection. I mean, all this goes back into team selection. I mean, you want to pass the ball, right? Don't choose no team just because they have high overall. That's a running team. It has a running playbook if you want to pass the ball. You're going into Madden like, hey, I want to be a pass happy offense. Okay. Don't go choose the Browns. Don't go choose the Ravens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because for a fact that their pass offense isn't that good. They're going to be a lot of option. You know what I'm saying? I chose the Chiefs because I wanted to pass the ball. I know they wouldn't run heavy offense. I wanted to pass the ball. I wanted a quarterback that can throw the ball. So I chose the Chiefs, right? If I didn't want to pass the ball and I wanted a running quarterback, I would have went Ravens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But you can't sit here and say that it's handicapping how you're building your team when you have a choice on who you pick. Now, granted, it doesn't apply to people who come in late, of course. You know what I'm saying? Don't apply to people who come in late because you get whatever team's open. Like, I mean, it's just what it is. You ain't here from the start. But everybody that's been here from the start, you got a choice on what type of scheme you want to run, what type of personnel you want it because of how that team's built, what type of playbook. So, hey, you got to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I didn't forget that. That's a great point, right? The flip side of that is then a guy has to determine what his priority is when it's picking a team, right? Because then if I decide, I want to go out here and I want to do X, Y, and Z, and I got to pick this team because they got the playbook. Well, that team that you want to pick that's got the playbook, they're also in a bad cap situation. You know what I mean? So now I'm still trying to determine, I got to figure out all of these different things and different variables. And then on top of the fact of where am I even picking that in the team selection draft? You know what I mean? So I don't know. So I get your point, AC. It's just a lot of variables with that. Somebody really has to determine. That's just adding more priority into that team selection, which is already hectic for us as it is. But no, I do get your point on that.
Yo, I don't see any negatives in what you're saying. Like, I just think this situation for a user like you is just hard to grasp because you don't run the community stuff. You know what I'm saying? And defense ain't never been your strong suit. You know what I'm saying? Because you had an overpowering offense.
Don't do me like that. I just knock you down. Don't.
Defense ain't never been your strong suit because you had an overpowering offense. So now that you don't have the overpowering offense, you got to play more defense.
Fair.
It's not a fun game. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to get out there and throw that rock around the field. You ain't gonna get somebody that's gonna run as much man-to-man coverage as I do
Fair.
every game.
Fair assessment.
You know what I'm
Fair
saying?
assessment.
So the game is only fun when you playing people that is fun to play with. I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna get up there, line up toe to toe with you, and go play football. Not everybody want to play like that. Guys in here gonna do what it take, do what they got to do to win. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my outlook on it. I'm gonna come out and play the same way against everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna line up across from you, and I'm gonna make you earn it. You know what I'm saying? So, but go ahead. Back on you.
It's all good feedback. All good feedback. I'll just raise my last point. Really, is when it comes down to adjustments and audibles, right?
That's
So
big.
also not having a playbook, I think that's a big factor. You know what I mean, for all of us, especially when you got guys that again do run the baselines. You know, so I'm stuck up here for a second year in a row with Jacob. You know what I mean? He loves baselines, blitz, and stuff like that. I try to kind of figure out and uncover what he's doing, but once I see what he's doing, I like to be able to make adjustments. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple guys I know that like, you know what I call it, film study. We look at the film, want to see what guys is doing. Can I incorporate any new plays into my offense that I can switch to if he gives me this look?
Mm-hmm.
I used to play Undisputed a lot. Undisputed, you know, where he's familiar with a cover two.
I cover two.
A bunch of cover two. He's a cover two head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to put a bunch of cover two beaters in my book so that way for that week I'm prepared and he's getting some different looks and stuff I haven't put out on film already. You know what I mean? You know, I'm playing AC, you know what I'm saying? A bunch of times, you know, he comes to a cover two man. I got a couple things that I want to kind of put in to exploit a certain area when he's not on a safety so that way I can beat that cover two man. I can audible to it when he's in it. Things like that. I think those audibles are really important and it's kind of handicapping us too. Mainly because I got to go through and try to do everything in the beginning of every game. You just don't have time to do that. It's annoying. It's frustrating, you know, for all of these different seasons. And we do feel like that really is a big deal.
Man, Shelly got Hot Route Master.
That is
Hot Route Master is different.
Hot
Route Master, because there's certain routes that you can't get with Hot Route Master, right? So, for instance, when you come out and run that cover two man, there's a specific play, there's a specific route that I want to match up against that, and I can't do that with Hot Route Master.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so you can set up your audibles within your playbook that you got, right? So you come out in
every game.
I know you come out specifically in single back, 3 wide, right? And then you audible out. I know you're going to do that. So guess what? When I choose my play, I already choose a nickel type formation because okay, I can possibly stop the run, but he's in 3 wide. So you know what I'm saying? I want to still be able to stop his 3 wide receiver sets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just I got a man coverage in here. I got cover 3, I got cover 4, and I got cover 2. So you know what I'm saying? Based off of what you show me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I've seen him run out of this play. Like that's how I keep beating you. I was like, I seen him run this play out of this formation such a many times. So I'm gonna run this formation.
Me and Richie.
So I'm gonna run this type of formation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do whoop whoop whoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta put your audibles, pick your play first, like, you know what I'm saying? But I already have your audible set up. Like, while you picking your play, you set up your audible. Okay, if he come out in this shit, I'm gonna run this, blah blah blah. I mean, you get a lot of time. I mean, granted, for the defense, it's a little shorter because the offense has more time to pick their, you know what I'm saying, their play. But you have time to choose your audible based off of what formation you want to come out in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I agree slightly with the audible situation that he's talking about because with my custom that I do use for other leagues, it's all based off of my Cowboys playbook because I don't want to deviate too far away from my Cowboys playbook. But the ability to go in and personalize those audibles is something that I do miss with the custom. That's probably the one thing that you got me on your side with is that personalization of the audible.
I feel like
you got 1 or 3.
I feel like not being able to do that has made me a better Madden player because at the end of the day, guess what? When you have a custom, guess what? When it's third and whatever, or second, you're gonna go to
You're gonna go
the
to that.
play. You're gonna go to the play that you know you can win with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Which goes back to like you not opening up your play, you running the same plays over and over because every time you get into a third and long or whatever, you're gonna go to this certain play because you know, hey, I can run this certain audible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it.
Look, y'all seen the Chiefs do it to my Eagles in the Super Bowl. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But also what kind of helps and goes against that is that y'all got the play cap on. So, you know, a guy can only run a play, what is it, 3 times, Briggs?
3 times is a lot, Messi.
I know it is a lot.
But
I got you with one today twice.
Half the time that junk be broken. I don't even think it's like actually real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Half the time it be broke. The junk will come up after you run the play, and then like 2 plays later you can run it again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that you can only run it 3 times the whole game actually works.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff, Messi.
Them plays be locking up on me, man. I don't know. Me and Richie, I be saying them 3 plays. He got that post, that what's that? The wheel post.
The wheel post. That's dead. That's dead now. I think it's dead now. I'm like, yo, how's this shit get open? Like first couple of seasons, no, not no more. I know what it looked like and everything when it come out. Yeah. Pause.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
But those is my points, man. You know, I appreciate y'all just listening and considering, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up out of here.
That's a fact,
man. Let me ask you this question, Messi, man.
Go ahead.
So, do you think you're one of the elites?
Do I think I'm one of the elites?
Yeah.
I need a playbook. Without the playbook, I'm nothing.
I know. Like, so what does that say about you as far as like a Madden player? If that you need a custom playbook to be elite, like to be good, like because without it, you've been on the bummy side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
bottom 10. Bottom 10.
I'm asking like what does that say as far as like you as a Madden player? Because even in like online tournaments and shit like that, they don't use custom playbooks. They have to use regs, like, you know what I'm saying?
But they run to the same regs. They run to the same playbooks too. Whenever they
use the same playbooks, but it's regs, like, you know what I'm saying?
So it's regs, but you know what I'm saying? They don't have a play cap, right? Like what we have. And in ranked games and all they do is they run 2-3 plays. There'd be a bunch of Richies out there. That's it. And that's all they do. So when it comes to how do I feel and how would I rank myself as a Madden player, really you have to define what a good Madden player is. And I think really the way that this league has been, I think it's really helped me to define myself as a good Madden player because every time I go and play some rank, like even today, and these bums just be running 2 and 3 plays, it makes me sick. You know what I mean? I can't stand it. But, you know, I do love being able to kind of mix it up, different coverages, trying to learn to cover 6, cover 4, cover 3, cover 2. You know what I mean? Match coverages. Same thing with my offense. You know what I mean? Doing different things, different looks. You know, trying to kind of find ways to get a guy open, you know, and find mismatches, moving stuff around, you know, all of that. So when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like, you know, I can mix it up. I can do different things, you know what I'm saying? Boom, I can go back to that money play when I need to go back to him, you know, all of that. So when it comes to a Madden player and somebody say something to me, I'm going to talk my talk. So that should say enough right there. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to come and just talk to me about no Madden. If I hear somebody say Madden, my ear perks up. I want to hear reason. Okay, all right, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's get a game. And then I'm going to be talking filthy. You know what I mean? Just because that's just how I feel, just personally as a Madden player. Somebody else might rank me differently on a scale. You know what I mean? But I feel like as a Madden player, as a complete Madden player, this league has really kind of helped to build me up. You know what I mean? And kind of, you know, help me to mix it up.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Because I remember you talking about you was running the same stuff over and over online.
I feel you because I'm in my homie league. It's mostly PS5 players. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think maybe I'm like one of 2 Xbox niggas over there, and I'd be running like, no, like, and they cheat and they cheese like they run custom playbook shit. I be running the Packers playbook. That's why I be getting my practice in there. I be running the Packers playbook, like, you know what I'm saying? Not no custom, but just the Packers playbook. So
yeah,
like that shit. I feel like the custom. I know you don't agree with it because you used to love custom shit. I feel like non-custom has made me a better player. And it started with when we did that tournament. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no customs in that tournament we did last year. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like that shit make you like have to know how to play the game and know how to like know different formations and shit like that. Like in
Can't.
my opinion.
Yeah.
But
We
you
gon-
know who else was like that too, AC? Straight bumble, man. Be in this other league, you know what I'm saying? Just go to the Super Bowl every time.
Oh, Trub.
This boy
That
named
league. That
Trump.
league is crazy. That league is crazy. That league is crazy.
Hey, y'all let Trub win them bowls,
Trump
man.
running that league, yo. Trump is over there running that league.
I'm sick of him calling me up talking about, yeah, you know, my Eagles squad. Man. Don't tell me nothing about the Eagles squad.
Hey,
I don't want to
but
hear nothing about
literally,
that Eagles
hey,
squad.
hey, but literally, man, I tell them dudes over in that league, man, I was like, y'all couldn't last in my league because it ain't no rules over there. Like literally, there's no rules until you get to the playoffs, and then it's like 1/4 down rule. Like it's no rules. Like
It's
literally,
crazy.
no rules. Like
That's,
I swear,
that's,
like
group,
they
that's,
got
group, that's groupie style.
motion glitch, all that shit. Like it's literally no rules. I mean, of course, I play like how I play in leather helmets, and they be like, man, how the fuck you play like how you play like this? Like I don't do that cheese shit. Like you know what I'm saying? They can't stop regular shit. Like,
Yeah.
this shit's crazy.
Yeah. Well, hey, Messi, man, I appreciate you stopping through, man. I know you gotta get out of here, man. Any last words for you before you get up out of here?
Nah, man, appreciate the good, healthy conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? It always, you know, it's always good for the chat. You know what I mean? Don't let this stuff happen again, man. Customers, man.
Pick a different team next year, man.
All
Man,
right,
look, I came in here late. I just took who I could get.
I don't know, man. You know,
They baited me
college
with them
coming out.
receivers, man.
them receivers got him. Them receivers got.
Facts. They baited them receivers. He ain't know goddamn the Vikings playbook is the Rams playbook, mostly single back.
Oh, I don't know if you've been reading the chat, man, but Trell been on your head the whole time.
He's a bum, man. Did you see week 5? Did you see what happened week 5? Why is he talking to me? What is he talking to me for? I told you, I even tried to get him on Scream. I knew I was going to embarrass that boy. Okay? He ain't one to talk no mad with me. Said he only talking about that PlayStation League. He don't talk about leather helmet.
That place, he running over there, that PlayStation League.
He running. He just went to another Super Bowl. I said, yeah, man, nah, I can't come over there in that league. They kick me out. Anyway.
All right, my brother. I'm gonna let you.
Man.
All right, bro.
Peace. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. I do want to get to this topic right here, man. Should we stop calling a season a Disney season, especially if guys are still rocking, we're still playing, the rules are still intact? Does Disney take away from the activity?
I'm gonna say no, we shouldn't stop calling it Disney. The only reason why I say that is because one, there's no X Factor superstar limit.
Right.
Guys can change their abilities at will. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, you still gotta play, but our rules change a little bit. So guys can have 10 superstar X Factors on their teams at one time.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
So once the rules change, that's when it begins. Because Smitty won that last bowl under the current rule set because he got a banner out of that. So once you don't get a banner for it, that's when we call it Disney.
Yeah. Smitty Super Bowl was not a Disney. He won it. Like, he won it under rules, like how it's supposed to be ran. The league was still active. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Bell did some weird shit, but you know what I mean?
yeah,
but yeah, that was it. And the last question I got for you, man, is the parity good for the league? We had Messi on here for a long time talking about those customs. And I think the parity is due to the fact that we have the no playbooks. Do you think that's been good for the league this year?
I mean, I think it is. And when you say parity, you're referring to, like, as far as what?
The different champions every year, the different division winners every year.
I touched on that earlier. I feel like it is, like, because who wants to go into a season or a cycle like, yeah, Vail gonna win 5 Super Bowls. Like, you know, he going to Super Bowl every season. Drake's gonna win Super Bowl every season. Like, who don't like that Gons won the Super Bowl over a Vail. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like that makes the league, that shows that the league is competitive, because when you start talking about, like, yeah, we got a competitive league. Okay, seriously? Really? Okay, let's look in y'all Hall of Champions. It's the same 3 people winning it every year. How's that competitive? It's not, in my opinion, that's not competitive. That's just like it's top heavy like the SEC.
Respect.
That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, so chat, man. At the end of the year, we will put some polls up, Pauls, and we'll vote on a lot of different things this year. And the main thing I want you guys to understand is when we do those end of season awards and stuff like that, that stuff really, really means something, because it goes into the decision making into going into the next year. So I put all those polls up for you guys to vote and stuff, looking for honest feedback. You know what I'm saying? And the suggestion box. It's not just a place for spamming the same thing over and over. It's for legitimate stuff that sometimes that rules and stuff come out of that. You know what I'm saying? So think about that when you putting a suggestion in. And I think tonight was a lot of good, healthy conversation, like Messi said. I understand why a user like him would want his custom playbook, because he doesn't really play the same as other users, but not everybody has that. And when you got one person versus 15, I'm probably going to go with the majority on that. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to understanding these people are going to play that way, maybe you're not going to play that way. I can't mold the league around your play style. I got to mold the league around a universal play style. So hopefully that made sense, man. And that's my parting shot. My parting shot is I appreciate everybody adapting. I appreciate everybody adjusting and learning a new way to play the game. And every year should be different. You know what I'm saying? We got NCAA coming out. I don't know how that's going to play. You know what I'm saying? Again, as we play that, we're going to figure out the rules. You know what I'm saying? We've played this Madden thing year over year over year, and the rule book has adapted and molded year after year after year. And here we are with the rule book that we have today, which is continuously changing. So we're coming into a fresh game we don't even have a rule book for. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see how that go. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys. AC, what's your parting shot for tonight?
Hey, man, I feel like you said everything that need to be said for sure. I feel like I got the same parting shots, man. Shout out to the league for, you know what I'm saying? I know when we put stuff out, like, everybody don't agree with it, but everybody adapts to it and
Facts.
still keeps the league active, like, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a million different leagues out here. People can go, you know what I'm saying, join and shit like that, but y'all still rocking with leather helmet. So shout out to y'all, man.
Nice return show. I appreciate everybody stopping through. Shout out to Dro. You know, the homie will be back when he can be back. I appreciate you being able to slide through. And shout out to Messi for the night. You know what I'm saying? He always bring the viewership, you know what I'm saying, with that energy. So appreciate that, man. Great return show. We will see you guys next week, man. And with that, we out.
To prevent fatal injuries in football, I have invented this new type football helmet, which I believe will do much to rid the game of fatalities.
Dark side.